So this little stretch, downhill stretch now towards the bridge, on the bike in the adventure race, you get up to about 65, 68 kilometers an hour. So this is all downhill. You need to be brave because there's gravel and all sorts on the road. I don't know if it comes across on the camera, but the roads aren't fantastic here. So but yeah, this is all downhill onto the Newton Bridge. If it's quiet enough, I might just stop on the bridge momentarily. So this is all still Mulroy Bay, and the bridge is spanning, which is known as the second narrows. So there's 3 narrows that take you all the way into the Broadwater and to the Milford Bakery, Milford where I live. So that's the bridge there. I really hope you can see this on camera. Got a bit slowing down a bit here now. It's taking very windy. So I hope my mic's tucked away nicely. My little camera mic is tucked away to the back of my actual comms mic that I stuck in the helmet. So people stop on top of the bridge, especially when they're not from around here. Gorgeous day. Chilly, but I've already forgotten about the cold, enjoying the scenery. So coming down the bridge now, and this will take us to the road from Milford on to and into Downings. And again, I should know those road numbers, but no nav. I'm too lazy to put the nav on the phone, so just literally want to come out for a little ride and stick on that camera and have another little attempt at vlogging in the most basic of all setups. I have a GoPro, which I will stick on the bike as well, GoPro Hero 4. Didn't have great success on the previous bike because everywhere I took it or put it, the shake in the image was just incredible. So I need to find, maybe I put it on a pannier or something. So I'm going to turn right now towards Kerrygard and Downings. And then I'm going to go for a spin around the Atlantic Drive. Downings is a very popular seaside resort with our friends from the north, of course, but we see a lot of visitors from down the country as well, and get the odd Dutchie or a couple of Germans, a handful of Americans, but it's mostly people from the north, lots of caravans and stuff. You might be able to see Ganya there, the mountain hill in the distance, and we have a mobile home in Downings, although it's only 15 minutes up the road from where we live, but we kind of sort of live there in the months of July and August. Normally tend to go abroad for a little bit for a bit of a sun holiday, because you never know what you're going to get in Ireland, I suppose. And then when we come back, we spend a month or two, the remainder of the summer holidays, and living in the caravan in Downings. And if I say we, it's mostly the missus and the kids, because yours truly will obviously have to work, because keep the money coming in. But the missus then is off on her well-deserved holiday. She's a special needs teacher, so she has the summer off. But then it's a tough job, so I suppose they deserve the time off. And this is the famous main street of Kerrygard. Quiet enough now, but a guaranteed traffic jam every summer, because people don't park the abandoned cars. Yellow lines apparently over here mean park here. But anyway, don't know what this car is doing in front of me. I don't know if they know themselves what they're doing. But so this is Main Street, Kerrygard, and now shortly we'll take a right turn. A bloody pin lock steaming up on me. How annoying. Come on, folks. Yes, of course. They're going to go to Downings as well, or Nadunif, as it's known locally. Oh yeah, thank you. Tourists in the car. So I'm still on the old tires, which I need to kind of sort of keep reminding myself of. So easy in the corners. I said easy in the corners, so I'm doing easy in the corners. So I got rid of the cobwebs in the car behind me. Definitely not going to stick a camera onto the Speedo like some of the guys do, because I don't know how to blur video, and I don't want to hand in my license either. So this is us coming into Downings now. Here to the left we have the Rosa Penna Golf Hotel. Fantastic golf courses here. I don't really play golf myself, but I know guys that have played there and do play there, and apparently it's absolutely brilliant. There's Downings Beach. As you can see, low tide. The pier, I don't know if you can see that in the distance. But yeah, this is actually really somewhere where we would like to retire and move to when the time is right. Obviously it wouldn't be Downings without the GAA pitch, and GAA clubhouse. Home away from home, the famous beach hotel. Absolutely brilliant spot. Number one spot to visit when you're in Downings. Fleet's Inn, the wee bar, Downings Bay Hotel, and in behind there, I don't know if you can see it now, because I can't turn my head that far. In behind there, there's a couple of caravans tucked away that you can't see, and that's where we are. And then, just coming up the hill here to the right hand side, that's our summer local, the very famous Harbour Bar, or Casey's, or whatever you want to call it. And there's a little fish restaurant beside it there now called Fisk, which is a little gem of a seafood place. It's Tony Davidson runs it with his wife Lena, and sorry, I got you guys married there all of a sudden, with his partner Lena. But absolute stunning seafood in there. They do like a seafood tapas, you know, a bunch of small dishes, as we are getting onto part of the Wild Atlantic Way now, or as we just know it, the Atlantic Drive here, around the Roskill Peninsula. I'm going to take it easy here again as well. I've been around here so many times, but it's absolutely stunning. Across there, I don't know if that comes across on camera, but the beach that I am looking at there now, if you can see it, that's Marble Hill Beach. We were there yesterday for a little walk. Myself and the other half went to the shack for their famous coffee. But it's absolutely beautiful here, as you can tell. So this is the road, Atlantic Drive around the Roskill Peninsula in Donegal. If you want to look it up on a map. Beautiful part of Ireland, and I think it's as beautiful as Dingle or Kinsale or Kerry or all the other places. maybe on a slightly smaller scale, because this Atlantic Drive, I've ran it a couple of times as well. It's about 13 kilometers or 8 miles long, this little stretch of it, but it's part of the Wild Atlantic Way, and it's a beautiful stretch of it, as you will see now in a minute. It's windy here today, but other than that, it's beautiful. Let's try and see what the temperature is, well, it's not to crash the bike. Tire pressures are okay. Front tire is a bit soft. Okay, I need to keep an eye on it. It says 10.5 degrees today. So this road now takes us on into Dewey, around Atlantic Drive. It's where local charter boat and dive boat skipper Michael McVeigh runs his operation out of. He calls it a fisherman's village or fisherman's lodge. There's the sign for the Atlantic Drive. The only downside of this part of the peninsula is there is no pub. You need to go to Downings, or you need to go a little bit further around Atlantic Drive to the very famous Thatch or the Singing Pub. Great place as well to sneak away to, and a couple of pints of the black stuff or some lovely seafood. Great pub, really authentic. Probably shoot a picture of it there now when we get around that far. Watch out for these people that are just sightseeing. That's the North Atlantic there for you. Lots of tunas jumping about there, I'm sure. Tunas that we're not allowed to catch. We are all law-abiding citizens, so we don't. Except for the ones that have the license, of course. We just go out there with the big game rods and without the spread of bars until if anybody asks, we're trolling for porbeagles or albacores or yellowfins or whatever, as long as it's not bluefin, because that's not allowed, even as catch and release. Like the Spanish and the Italian, and you know, they're allowed to catch them. Thousands of tons of them. But catch and release, no, not allowed. So this now takes us into Dewey. I'm not sure if this is actually part of Dewey as well. But how you doing? That front tire now. 2-bar low. Hard to see 2.1 or 2.2 on that, but oh. Sorry, just got distracted there. So that house is for sale. That's the Fisherman's Village down there. You can't see it because I can't turn my head far enough. It's a lovely little tiny little bay here. It looks lovely now, but if that wind goes west or southwest, it's very spooky in here. Lovely stretch of road here again. It's narrow, so I'm just going to stay in the middle. Just crawl my way up here. There's always tourists about this. There's a viewpoint up here. People taking photographs, and here as well. So I don't know if you can see it, but way in the distance is Horn Head, and then off even further in the distance is Tory Island. Beautiful day today. A little bit windy, but 10 degrees. Stunning. That's where we do our fishing, out there. Right. Let's go before they go. So you can find a gear. I found a gear. No traffic, no. There's another beach down there. It's Tranarossan Beach. Hope that comes across on camera as well. It's just stunning. As one would say, look at that. I can't say that at all. Like, I'm from Holland. I can barely speak English, so I'm not going to try. Not going to try that again, Mr. Teapot 1.